Already. Oh, what? Oh, shit. Hello, everybody. My name is Master Chad.
This is Doxy.
And I'm Richard Satchel.
And you are either listening or watching to Greynoise.
Watching two Greynoise.
Nice. Oh, shit.
Nice.
All right, everybody. Welcome to episode 125 of Greynoise, the Information Security Podcast. A little bit of errata. You are either listening to...
Go on.
Listening to or watching, not watching to, Greynoise. Okay, so this is episode 125. We are here, as always, at the Sin Shop, Friday night, 7:30s. The address is 1075 American Pacific Drive, Suite C in Henderson, Nevada. We are still the Las Vegas Valley Hackerspace. For more information on the shop, go to sinshop.org. We have classes going on all the time. So to find out what we're doing next, go to meetup.com/sinshop. Remember, that is SYNSHOP. For information on us, go to Greynoise, GREYNOI.SE. This is the last episode of the year.
Yay!
All right. That was awesome. So tonight we have, of course, the New Year's stuff that we usually always talk about. We are missing BGM today. Sorry, BGM. We will see you soon.
We're still missing you.
Huh?
We're still missing him.
Yeah. We haven't found him yet.
It's like this still is the Las Vegas Hackerspace.
It is indeed.
Well, he was here last week. So anyway, all right. So a couple of announcements first. Remember, if you want to talk to us and hang out and ask your questions, remember we do have a Slack channel where we have a Slack workstation where you go to the live stream channel and you could ask your questions. You can participate in the conversation. You can hang out with us. We are also on Twitter at Greynoise Media, so you could ask your questions there. I will be loading up that stream and taking a look at that. And I mean, there's plenty of ways to contact us, really, if you just look hard enough, I think. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I've had a little bit of beer. This is how we do it. This is how we do the last episode of the year.
Cheers.
Yes. Do you guys have any announcements or anything that you're No.
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 I have no announcements.
Okay, first, I want to review my Fitbit Ionic really quick because I do have that. I'm wearing that right now. I'll review it, and I'm not. It's not going to be like a product review. It's going to be. I mean, it is a product
Just your
review.
thoughts?
My thoughts on it and what I'm hoping for because my old Pebble was a great device. It still is a great device. And anyway, let me just get into it because we're already talking about it.
Here we go.
Okay, so for Christmas, I got 2 Fitbit Ionics, one for myself, one for this significant other. And so now we get to compete with like our steps and stuff and do all this cool shit. But remember, what kind of sold me on the Fitbit Ionic was that Fitbit had bought Pebble, and Fitbit Ionic was supposed to be the first iteration of the Pebble technology integrated with the other Fitbit technology. And so far, I think they've done a great job, and actually an excellent job.
Wait, I have a question.
Wow,
Is
dude.
it any different than a Fitbit from last year? I mean, besides it being like an updated Fitbit OS.
Well, there's apps.
Wasn't there apps on other Fitbits before?
Were there? I don't know, guys. On their Blazer, okay. Were there apps the way that the Pebble had apps?
No.
I've never used Fitbit. I don't know. I'm asking you.
Okay, well, no.
No, there's like 4 apps. Basically, they were integration apps to be able to do your notifications.
Oh, like a messaging app, a
Yes.
phone call.
Yeah, so this is going to be a much more elaborate. In fact, I have a dice rolling app on this Ionic.
What do you
4
use that for?
times when we play D&D.
So,
Which has been like 2 months now.
I know, what the fuck?
so what I'm looking for is how is this much different from my 3-year-old Android watch?
Your Pebble? Yeah.
No,
No, that's an
yeah.
Android
said it's
Wear,
not
right?
different?
Well, this is the ye old school Android Wear. This
That's
is the LG.
That's the LG.
Holy shit, that's old.
I don't know what
Yes.
it was called.
So
That's the first Android
this
Wear
is the
smartwatch, right?
first.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, well let me get
here
to
we
my
go.
review.
Here we go. Your review.
Okay, first of all, like I said, it does have all the Fitbit stuff. So it has the heart rate monitor, step counter. You know, you integrate it with the Fitbit app. You check, you log your water intake, your calories, all the Fitbit cool shit. And what they've added to the Ionic is the ability to load apps. Now the apps,
Like apps like. Well, I know you said you have your dice rolling app, but like other apps.
yeah, it's like other apps. Like you can control Hue, the Hue Philips lights from the watch. You have Pandora's on here. You
Oh,
have
okay.
yeah.
Is it? But it's not running Android Wear. It's like a custom Fitbit.
No,
OS, right?
it is a custom Fitbit OS.
Okay.
So the thing is, now right now they only have about 30, maybe 40 apps so far. But what Vic was telling me is that on February 10th, they're pretty much opening this app store to a much larger, not only developer base, but of course user base as well. And what I'm hoping for, and I've actually reached out to Fitbit, and they got back to me. I love this day and age where the company just gets back to you with a matter of hours.
Right.
But Fitbit got back to me. I asked for Tasker integration, and maybe Fitbit was not the proper people to ask because remember, a lot of these plugins are made by third-party developers or just people who found the need for it. I hope somebody develops it though for me because I think I would develop something that is buggy as shit. But the reason why I'm really hoping for the Tasker plugin is because that I feel that's the only thing currently that I'm missing from what I was using my Pebble for.
Right.
So yeah.
Because you had like mapped tasker commands.
Yeah,
and buttons,
exactly. So I mapped buttons to now a couple of differences. Of course, the Pebble had e-ink, so the display was kind of there all the time, and unless you did something to manipulate the watch, that's all it needed to show. Or like when a time would change, like by the minute. So what made Pebble have its 5-day battery life is the fact that it didn't have to change the screen so much, and there wasn't a backlight unless you shook your wrist. There were all these battery-saving tools, battery-saving, just like that, battery-saving capabilities. Now, this also has a 5-day battery life, but what they've done is if you're not interacting with the watch, it turns the screen off. So that's how it saves its battery. So I thought that was pretty cool. See, now I turn it, I look, okay, cool. But I think it's a great product so far. And you guys know that I'm not usually like a first generation adopter, but I did. And I'm not mad about it though.
Everybody has their thing.
Yeah, you You have
What?
a new phone every 6 months.
Don't.
I'm not making fun
We're
of
not worried
you.
about that. We're not worried about that right now. I was for like all of last year. I was very into the idea of smartwatches. I even had a Pebble Time Brown for a little bit.
You did, and you lost yours.
I
right?
did. Let me tell my story.
Okay, my bad.
I lost it. I did lose it when I was moving, and then ever since then, I was going to get another Pebble Time Brown to replace it. But then I started looking at other smartwatches, and none of them were very appealing. They just, I don't like the fat form factor. They're all way too fat. I have tiny, dainty wrists.
Thank you for reminding me though. So,
You have fat wrist?
no, yeah, I totally.
I got
fat wrist.
monkey
I have big hands but tiny wrists, so watches look weird.
So two things that I don't like about smart watches in general, I mean smartwatches at large, is that most of them only have about a 10-hour, 15-hour battery life. So you're charging them daily, right?
But I mean, but then
I don't like that.
is that a problem? Because I mean, you're gonna come like because
Well, it is a problem if you're using it to track your sleep, which I was using the Pebble for and am using this Ionic for.
Okay.
So I want to be able to charge this like maybe while I'm sitting at my desk when I know that I won't have a lot of activity, like a lot of steps or whatnot.
I have to ask though, what do you do with that sleep tracking?
Look at it. I study it.
For what? What does it help you with?
I'm interested. I remember I have a psychology degree. I'm interested in my circadian rhythm. Shut the fuck up.
You just want to know when you're sleeping.
No, actually, it's very informative
Does it,
data.
wait, does it send you an alert?
No.
Can it wake you up whenever you're sleeping? That'd be perfect.
No, you guys.
I mean, I guess if you were, do you have?
I'm interested in this shit.
I guess so. I mean, hey, I'm not knocking it. You do whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's your smartwatch.
Do you.
do whatever you want.
Hold on, a community mic.
It is interesting to do your sleep stuff. I used to always be a control for one of my instructors did sleep research with the airlines, and he would always slap an accelerometer on me as a control, and it's fascinating to look at your data.
While
It is
you're- While you're
interesting.
sleeping.
Well, because you'll see like your deep sleep, your light sleep, your REM sleep, and just when you are restless and awake. It's very interesting to me. Because when I wake up and I'm like, I feel like shit. Huh, well, let
So-
me see why.
Do you?
So there's
find,
an-
Sorry, go ahead.
There's an app called Sleep Cycle.
There is. I've been using that for a long time.
Me too. What?
Okay, but
That's weird, man.
yeah, you guys are like twins.
Yeah, right?
Sort of.
Yeah.
Okay,
But it's the glasses. So,
yeah.
so
That's what it is.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. So no, it basically you put it on or near your bed.
Yeah.
And it will track your basically like the more it moves, it's like, oh, okay, he's awake.
Yeah, see-
and it wakes you up when you're up at the top of your sleep cycle.
Yeah.
It's a very
Yeah,
gentle
I had,
wake up.
had an app on the Pebble that did that.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Yeah.
And it would come on. It would know that I'd say, yeah, I want to wake up close to 7 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And it would, whenever my cycle was, when
Appropriate.
as I was coming out of the deep REM cycle,
Yeah.
that was close to that, it would start waking me
But
up.
Vic,
Exactly.
you still have the Pebble. Do you still have that app?
I don't. After they closed the App Store and everything, I lost all that data. So yeah.
Right.
Community mic.
So yeah, and I actually tried the sleep cycle too, and it was interesting because that always answered a question to me. Like we've all had those moments where you kind of woke up at 6:30 and you're like, oh, I'm gonna get I don't have to get up, so you go, oh, I'll get an extra hour of sleep, and you actually feel groggier when you do that than you do if you just gotten up at 6:30 and
Yep.
started your day. And I always wonder why that was.
Actually, Vic and I have a mutual friend who wrote a program called Sleepy Time. I don't know if you guys heard about that. He posted it on Reddit. I'll link down, sleepyti.me. Yes, sleepyti.me. And he developed this app where it was like written in JavaScript, and it's still online. And he got like Reddit famous for this a little bit. But you tell this app like what time you want to kind of wake up, and then it'll calculate back what are the optimal times to go to sleep. So like,
Which I think is ludicrous.
why?
I can fall asleep at a moment's notice, but I feel like it's very hard for other people to fall asleep.
Right.
And, like to be like, go ahead.
No, so it calculates backwards because there are windows of opportunity. There are windows where you should go to sleep as opposed to not go to sleep because you'll kick yourself out of the sleep cycle at the wrong time, and then that's what makes you feel groggy.
Yep.
So it calculated things like that. It was really cool. And like I said, I will link that URL in the show notes.
All I want to say is I don't think I've ever been happy waking up. So these are all no good for me.
You are like, what?
I'm miserable every day when I wake up.
Wow.
I think
Every morning is a struggle. I don't like any of it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever woken up like, oh shit, yes, Never
I'm gonna go
once.
do the things.
I'm gonna go do stuff today.
Yeah.
Zenify's here, yeah, asking if Doxy even wants to be alive. Sometimes I'd wonder too.
Every day I
dude.
fucking open my eyes, I'm like, shit. Yeah.
I'm like,
this
shit, it
again.
happened again. I opened my eyes, I woke up. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's this shit again. Oh man, I went
life.
through this yesterday.
Hey, but you feel slightly less than that on Fridays though, right, Doxy?
I
Because of us.
I take my afternoon nap after work, and then naps are okay because I don't take like crazy naps, like 6 hours. I take like a half hour, 45-minute nap,
Yeah.
and then I wake up and I'm good. And I'm like, okay, let's do the show.
Holy shit. Okay.
Is that strange?
No, not at all. Let me finish my review.
I
here
do
really quick.
15 to 30 minutes.
Did you update the software there
Yes.
to the 31.1.16?
Are you looking at vulnerabilities already? Damn it! I can't get ahead of Vic. Did you update to this? Gosh.
So far, I don't have the heart monitor,
Okay.
and I don't have the 4 days of battery life, but I do have a gazillion and a half apps, and I do have Tasker.
You have Tasker on that thing?
snaps.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, lame.
I don't, but I can get
It's
it.
got a bazillion apps.
A gazillion
Wait. So, how long does that battery life last?
till I go to sleep.
Which I think is
Okay.
more than good. Well, I use my phone. If I was going to use the sleep study thing,
Yeah.
I would use my phone.
Yeah.
What?
Because like if I was going to do
Would
like
you
this
sleep with
stuff-
the phone? How do you
No,
do that?
you put it on
No,
your pillow.
yeah, well,
the
you
apps,
can
the
put
apps
it-
I use always tell me to put it on my pillow.
Yeah, you can put it on your pillow or just on your bed somewhere.
Yeah,
But
I don't move when I
I
sleep.
still don't know if that would be as accurate as just wearing it on your wrist.
I mean, I don't know.
Close enough for government work.
What if what if you like scratch yourself in your sleep but you don't really wake up? Does that count as like being awake?
Why are you
Well,
itchy?
first of all,
I'm
when
not
you're-
itchy when I'm asleep. I'm just saying,
Okay,
I don't know.
first of
People
all,
do stuff when they're sleeping.
If you
Iron Man.
studied psychology, you would know that when you're actually in deep sleep, you do not move. You are paralyzed.
I don't move anyway. This isn't for me. I don't move when I'm asleep anyway. I'm fucking.
When you
out.
are in light sleep is when you shift and scratch your face and whatever. That's light sleep.
Why
okay?
would that be psychology?
'Cause we study that in psychology.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Neuropsychology.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
there you go.
Yeah.
I think there's another discipline for it. Whatever the sleep stuff is.
Neuroscience. It's part of
Physiology.
psychology.
Shouldn't it be
Well,
physiology?
it's a mix
Yeah.
between biology and psychology.
All these ologies.
Too many allergies.
Do you know what logos stands for or what it means? The study of?
Logos.
Yeah, logy, like not philosophy.
Logarithm.
No, the base word of all these, biology,
Oh,
neurology,
no, I have no idea.
Logic.
psychology. Logos
The
is the study of.
It's the
Knew it, called
understanding.
it.
What?
Logos is the understanding.
Yes, understanding. Sorry, that's
Called it.
Greek. Yeah. So just an FYI for those of you who want to be more intellectual. Yeah.
I know words.
Hey.
Hey, stoicism for the win.
So,
Wait. Can I finish my review?
Okay, go ahead. Yeah,
No.
There you go.
Well, I was gonna say broad strokes. You like the watch.
Yes.
It's a good buy.
Broad strokes.
goodbye.
I like the watch. It was definitely worth my investment, I believe. And actually, okay. So here's another thing too. Okay, really quick drawbacks. Okay.
Drawbacks. Here we go.
The drawbacks so far, again, there's only about 40 apps available, and I'm really hoping that grows exponentially. But we could always hope, right?
We can always hope.
There was another one that. Oh yeah. So the cool thing though is that this thing doesn't have a lip the way the my Pebble does. So like I haven't been banging this against a wall by accident or
Wait a minute.
hitting corners and stuff.
Because it doesn't have a lip, it's stopping you from banging it against the wall.
That's what I feel like. I mean, like it's just.
I'm not talking.
No, it feels like it's a little bit more.
So
like,
are you more cautious with it because it doesn't have protection?
Perhaps. Watch.
Psychology.
Oh, shut the hell up.
It's reverse psychology.
So,
Okay, wait, no. Okay, I'll let you finish. Go ahead, do your thing.
no, so you know what? There was a drawback to it, and I just fucking forgot what it was. Oh, the cool thing is social interaction on Fitbit, and yes. We are on an information security podcast. I know that there are a lot of hackers out there that are like, yeah, but we could probably scrape that health data and your social network on Fitbit and just fuck with you. Yes, I totally understand that. But it's really cool when I could challenge Zenify to a step challenge, and maybe he beats me today and I beat his ass tomorrow, and it's cool. It's better motivating, I think. So Pebble, I don't know if you have this feature on your watch, Vic, but when you sleep, it wakes you, or when you wake up, it says, "Hey, you got like 6 hours of sleep. That was great. Crush your day and come back and
Good
do it
job."
again." Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, psychologically, you know that that's automated. You know that that's a machine, and I think it's different when you're being motivated by peers and people like actual humans. I think the motivation's
But
different.
even then, isn't that also automation? Because all it's doing is saying, hey, Zenify walked 100 more steps in
No. Like when
keep
you,
up.
No, you can like cheer him on. Like you can. There's little feature.
Okay.
For that.
All right.
Like it's actual interaction with the human, not an automated thing.
Not the machine. The
Yeah.
human behind the machine.
Yeah. Like my significant other has been like talking shit about me all week.
Is that,
Hey,
is
step
that,
up your game.
Is that just because of the watch though?
Well, because of now we're on the Fitbit thing.
Okay. All right. Sorry, community.
All right,
mic.
community mic.
It's funny because all this reminds me of, like, back. Not that I'm saying every high school could do this, but that was always a thing that drove. I mean, honestly, I wasn't that motivated an athlete, so the whole reason why I played, the only thing that kept me going to practice and doing stuff was what other people were doing.
Being
so if there
better
was
than other people.
huh?
Being better than other people.
Yeah,
That's the-
basically competition. It was just competition, but
That's, isn't yes. Mhm.
yeah, but that was the thing, like having a means in real time in football program or something like that, where you could like monitor yourself versus other people. You know, I could see that.
There's
pushing
nothing
people
wrong
a
with
lot.
friendly competition. It helps. It's a driver.
That's my only motivation in life is to say that I'm better than people. That's the only reason when I wake up I get out of bed. Like,
You know, maybe that's why he's so depressed. Because ever since he's met me, he hasn't been able to say that. You know what I'm saying?
no, that's petty. I would never do that. But when I wake up, I'm like, fuck, I got to be good at something today so I can, shove it into my face. Just kidding. I don't do that. That's rude. That's rude. I would never do that.
So anyway, all in all, goodbye. I'm really. I actually reached out to Fitbit today on Twitter. I
Again?
said, huh? What do you mean again?
You said you did the Tasker, right? You asked him about Tasker?
Did I say that on the show?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh well, then never mind.
You just want to talk about Tasker.
Shut up. No, seriously, that's. Oh, I remember what I want to talk about now.
Here we go.
Okay, so the cool thing. No, this is hacker related. This
Sure.
is hacker, or network related. Okay, so there is an app on here for Philips Hue lights and controlling your smart lights at home. Now the funny thing is that it only works when it's on the local network. So when your watch is on the local network or when your phone's on the local network, that's the only time that you can control it from the watch. So I was like, fuck. I was at my office and I was like, well, how could I control it, right? And so what I did was VPN, and now I'm on the local network. Now I can control the lights from anywhere in the world. Yeah.
Life is good.
So that was a really cool workaround. Now, I hope that one day I don't have to make such workarounds, but it's cool that I figured that part out.
It's such a pain to make lights that are 5 to 10 miles away a different color.
Could you just let me have my cake and eat it too? Okay, can you just let me?
Please consume the cake.
Yes. Jesus Christ. Look, all I'm saying
So
is,
did you do the VPN on your watch or on your phone?
no, it's on the watch. But again, since this is connected to the, it was on the. Wait, did I say
It was
watch?
on the phone.
No, sorry, it was on the phone. The VPN was on the phone.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so since that's extension of the local network, boom, I have access.
Nice.
Nice.
So pretty cool workaround.
So all in all, goodbye.
Yeah, I would right now. I would give it like a 4.1 out of 5.
Is it worth? It's worth the money. Would you
I
recommend
would
it
say
to
it is.
people?
Yes, I would. And okay, let me say this. I would recommend it, of course, more for the person who is fitness conscious because that's its concentration. The thing about this Fitbit smartwatch is that it's Fitbit making a smartwatch. Okay, it's not a smartwatch manufacturer making a fitness tracker, right? There's a difference there, right? So, like for instance, Pebble was a smartwatch with fitness-like tracking capabilities, whereas Fitbit has all that stuff, and they're integrating it into a smartwatch product. The angle is different, right? The angle of
Do you think they're going to go with Google Home or they're going to go with Apple HomeKit?
I'm not sure because actually there is no microphone on the watch, so I don't know like how you would send commands that way because that's very voice concentrated. But I'm sure if there were buttons that you could push, that somebody would make some sort of integration. The apps are they can be designed by Fitbit or some other third party or like a manufacturer of some plugin that they want to integrate. That's all going to be there. The App Store is going to be just like. When I say just like, I mean functionality, okay? Just like what we had with Pebble, where anybody can, or even the Play Store, anybody can develop apps for this product. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope cool shit comes around in the near future. So
I dig it. Speaking of smart stuff, I got a Google Home Mini for free when I bought my Pixel.
how are you liking that?
More than I thought I would. to be
Really?
completely honest.
Yeah, they got him. They got to him. He's,
I mean,
he's
because
fucked.
I would never, I don't think I would ever buy one, but I mean, I got one for free, so I was like, yeah.
Do you talk to it, Doxy?
I was all day yesterday when I got
Were you
home.
really?
Yeah, dude.
I would love to see your voice search history.
Huh? It's my only friend. It was me and my Google Home Mini in my apartment last night talking. I was like, "Hey Google, what's up?"
Yeah.
Just fucking
No
go
kidding.
back and forth.
I can imagine.
So would it carry on a conversation with you?
To an extent, like it'll do stuff.
Yeah.
It's not obviously like a good AI, but it's fucking
Right.
it's not bad. Not
It's a
shabby.
matter of time, man.
And it picks up really well from like across the room and stuff, and it's surprisingly loud. Like I thought it'd be like a super small speaker and would, but it's actually surprisingly loud.
Huh.
And it works really well.
Can you whisper and it'll pick you up?
I didn't do weird stuff. I didn't try that.
Yeah.
That's called QA testing.
I didn't do that. I didn't.
I
I
would,
didn't try that.
if I
Yeah.
had somebody gift me a mini home or whatever, I would QA test the shit out of that.
Don't get Chin a mini home.
Hey, can you PCAP file? Can you PCAP from your router?
Yeah, I can. Do you want to
Yeah,
peek that file?
if you give me like a 10-minute.
I'm sure it's just pinging fucking everything.
I know. I
Just
can
make it
see.
fucking
I can see
everything.
Vic like rubbing his hands. Like I
Yeah.
wonder
It's
what
just
kind of
making it-
package we'll find.
Yeah,
Can I borrow your digital girlfriend for a few minutes?
it's I think it's only
Let me wash it.
Oh, that was just fast.
No, I mean like wipe the day, like the memory,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, and soap.
it's only but I really don't have anything to say about it because I really didn't do anything with it. I just made it.
Dude, I seriously want to see your voice search history. I could have just imagined, like, hey Google,
Why?
doesn't Chin smell like cheese?
Why would I say that?
Why
Do
would
the
you
I don't
do
know,
that?
'cause it's you.
Why would that ever?
Do more videos that you're interested in on YouTube now appear?
No, but I don't think so. But the only thing I watch on YouTube,
How did Google know I wanted to watch that?
the only thing I watch on YouTube is Hot Ones, and
That's the only thing. That's the
hot-
only
is
thing
what?
you watch
That's
on
all-
YouTube.
Hot Ones. It's a show where the guy interviews people while he Hot Ones with Sean Evans. He interviews people while he eats chicken wings, and that's all I watch on YouTube. So my
like-
YouTube is just
The
Hot
questions
Ones
get harder
interviews.
or more intimate, right? As the wings get hotter.
Yeah, because the people are like less secure because they're fucking burning up with these hot wings. They've got like ghost peppers and shit seasoning on the wings, so people are like fucking breaking down, answering questions. It's really good. It's a really good interview show.
Yeah, Stephen Colbert had him on
Yeah.
on the Late Show, and
Yeah, he had chili. If you guys know who Chili Claus is, they eat the fucking the craziest, hottest pepper in the world, Pepper X. This is a tangent. I don't know why we're talking about this. No, I don't see more recommended YouTube videos now that I have a Google Home Mini. But it's only been a day, so I don't know. Maybe.
wait, you only started this today?
Yeah,
I just got it yesterday.
Yeah, it's just first date.
Yeah. we're still in the courting phase.
Oh shit!
I'm still
Hey,
filling it out.
you know the third date rule.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
We'll talk to him next week.
USB port out there.
So I have no other thing to say about Google Home Mini. It's a cool thing. That's it. It's $30, so.
Oh, okay. Quick question: did everybody get what they wanted for Christmas? If you guys do that sort of
Eventually.
thing.
I found since I've been an adult, I don't want stuff for Christmas.
I
Right?
find the same thing because I just buy that shit for myself, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to wait till Christmas because then I just get upset if I'm like, oh fuck, why'd I wait this long?
Well, you know what I do look forward to actually now that I'm old. I look
Sleep?
forward to. No, that's you.
Yeah, I do like this.
I like sleep.
No, I look forward to the clothes that people get me for Christmas. Like, hey, I got your shirt. Thanks, because I don't shop for myself anymore.
I dig that. I dig that. Didn't you want to ask us about New Year's? Speaking of
Yes,
holidays.
Yes. So again, this is the last show of the year of 2017. Yay! All right. So we did we did this last year.
Even more enthusiastic.
I know, right?
Yeah.
We did this last year, and I kind of want to. I think I want to make this a tradition where I ask again, what do you guys want to get accomplished in the next in the year 2018? It doesn't have to be podcast related. It could be technical. And what do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to get accomplished?
Would you like to go first, Satchel?
No. Oh.
Yeah, sure. Right now, get my Jeep running.
Nice. Wait, wasn't it? Did you break it? Wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just last night. Last night. No apparent reason.
It just stopped?
It just, I go to start.
It's like, not tonight, homeboy.
It's like, no, we're not doing that.
Well, it's a good thing you're a maker.
Wait,
Are you good with cars?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not.
Yeah. I'm not good with cars either. As an
Wait,
add-on
is
to
that your only goal in 2018?
Right now.
I dig that. I like that. Immediate.
See, I don't. See, here's the
You
thing.
guys are
I
like
don't-
twins.
I don't set goals. I set directions.
What does that mean?
So I don't have a goal per se this year, but I want to go in the direction of Tableau and data wrangling and stuff like that, and also off-roading. So my immediate goal is to get my freaking car fixed.
I dig that.
Makes sense.
You know.
But at least you call. You know, here's a cool thing, and I respect this about you, Mr. Satchel, is that you call it a goal and not a resolution. I think the whole New Year's resolution term is just dead to me.
Oh yeah.
But I also think that's just because people they're very vague with their resolutions. Like just to say I want to lose weight. There's no.
Fuck yeah.
Well, yes. Of course, I'm sure that's a lot of people's goals.
Everybody's goals,
Hey,
yeah.
Fitbit, right?
You gotta say I want to lose
Exactly.
10 pounds.
I want to
by
lose
blah.
10 pounds by my
Right.
birthday
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever, you know.
Right.
That's a more specific goal, not a, resolution.
Right. Right.
So, what about you, Doxy? What do you want to do in 2018?
I think much like Satchel, I don't have resolutions per se. I have directions, and the only thing I want to do year over year is just to be better, just in general. Not better than any one particular person. Just better in general. Yeah, because
I want to be better than everybody.
during the holiday season, I'm very nice, and I'm very nice about stuff. So I don't want to be better than anybody. I just want to be better than last year. I don't want to stagnate. That's a huge thing, especially in the tech community, because there's so much fucking
For
shit.
you, it's not about doing well; it's about doing good.
By the way,
Yeah.
Doxy, it looks like Vic has a pickup line for your new girlfriend.
What?
If
Oh.
you're looking in the live stream channel,
Gross.
he's sending it a TCP dump command.
I think I know what that does. I think I understand that. But I mean I have no real goals. I just want to fucking not stagnate. I don't know. Also, I do have one.
But see, that's very vague. Like, not stagnate. That means as long as you did.
Right. Set the bar low. You'll never disappoint yourself. As long as I'm doing something,
See?
I'm happy. Don't you wonder how I'm so happy all the time, dude?
Are you
live,
happy
man.
all the time though?
Yeah. Except for when I wake up.
Except for
That
when he
doesn't
wakes
count.
up,
That
yeah.
doesn't count. But when I'm not immediately waking up, just like my day-to-day life, I'm fucking ecstatic all the time.
No, I've seen you when you're like meh, and I've seen you when you're like really excited about something, and there's a big difference.
Yeah,
and you're
'cause-
not turned up all the time.
Because I don't want to expend that much energy all the time. Got to keep it in reserve just in
I'm
case.
always turned up. I'm always like this.
That's,
You guys know
I feel
me.
like that's very tiring
No,
to be turned up all the time.
no, I'm always like this. I'm always like ah.
Okay, but I do take that back. I do have one thing I want to accomplish. I want to finish one whole complete app. Just one. That's it. And then I'll
Make
be
a
happy.
make a flashlight app. Boom, goal accomplished.
Something I could use in my day-to-day life.
You can use a flashlight.
What the fuck? would I use
There's-
a flashlight
there's-
at
Fill it
for?
with adware. I don't know.
There's plenty of flashlights.
There's a built-in flashlight on your phone now. On every Android phone. It's
Every
like 5.0.
Android phone.
No, I know. I'm just saying. Like, you want a quick goal to accomplish.
Something
Yep.
I could use. Something useful.
I got a flashlight on my Android Wear watch.
Do you really?
I have a flashlight on this thing too.
It just turns the screen right. White.
Oh.
It's okay. Let's calm down.
Well, that's
That's
what
still
this
pretty
does.
cool.
But it's pretty bright.
It's not bad.
right?
Yeah.
It at least makes it so you don't trip over some animal or.
You know what the coolest thing is? I got an app called Look Behind, and you can monitor your phone's camera from your watch.
Oh shit, son.
Yeah, so
Wait,
if you
what?
drop something behind something, right, you can take out your phone, put it down there, turn on the Look Behind app, and watch your camera while you've got the phone down, like behind something or whatever. So it's like you drop a bolt down
That's
somewhere.
fucking phenomenal.
It's freaking awesome.
That's not how I was going to use that app. So what?
Man, that's on your time, man. That's you do you, boo.
I don't even fucking.
Wait. Why did you guys have to go? I wasn't even thinking sexual. Here's
Oh.
what I was thinking is no. Hypothetically, you drop like let's say a bolt behind the
Sure,
couch.
yeah.
What
If
I
you
was
say-
gonna do?
Okay, no, go
no.
ahead.
I was gonna take the camera, the phone, and throw that behind the couch too, never to be seen again, and say, hey, I found the bolt.
What in the hell?
Why
I don't
would
know.
you do?
It's because I'm Master Chen. That's
So
what I do.
you're not good at cars, are you?
No, I
He's
tried,
like, just throwing shit. He's like, fucking get in there.
I tried to tell you that.
I dropped a bolt in the engine and 5 wrenches too. And a phone.
But you know what? I found them all. All right, Vic, do you want to answer this question, or should I just?
At least until the battery runs
No,
out.
he doesn't want to answer this question. He's super secretive, but he's
What's-
hitting on your girlfriend. So.
What is yours?
Okay, so as you guys know, I did not speak at any conferences this year, but I would like to change that. So this year, I'm working on some things that will hopefully get me to be on stage again, because I do miss being on stage. I don't get scared. I'm not. It's not.
You get scared?
No, I don't get scared.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I get a little like anxious, but it's not like a nervous anxious. It's like a yeah, let's fucking do this. Let's do this. So yeah,
I dig that.
I want to be back on stage. That's a big thing for me.
That's pretty general. You gotta get specific.
Which stage?
Which stage, dude?
Okay,
What
I want to be.
What conference are you gonna talk?
I want to be on stage at both B-Sides Las Vegas and DEF CON. And also, there's Hope this year. So maybe yeah, maybe 3 conferences this
All I'm
year.
gonna say is, don't let your dreams be dreams. That's it, dude.
All right, Mr. LeBeau. All right.
Get it.
So yeah, that's now. Yeah, that's all I've got for that.
For the motivational portion of the podcast.
I guess we've been going for a little while. Did you guys want to talk about iPhone?
Yeah, go ahead.
Who can tell me about iPhone?
So, it has recently come out. Basically, like it's come out like oh, by the way, also water is wet. But apparently, with every update, or well, let me rephrase that. As you use your phone with an iPhone, eventually the battery starts to wear down, and when it does, Apple will slow down your phone, or the iOS will slow down your phone to use less battery. But this is kind of leading people to say, hey, wait a minute, every time a new version comes out, my phone slows down. Turns out they're not crazy.
So I remember a few years ago, and correct me if I'm wrong, that so Apple's in a lawsuit now. I think it was like $999 billion
Probably.
for this slowdown battery thing. Didn't a couple years ago they also get hit with a lawsuit for planned obsolescence?
No, he said it right.
Oh,
All right,
shit,
I was
son.
waiting for that.
For planned obsolescence for slowing down consumers' phones, right? Because it was the same thing. They're like, every time an update comes out, it starts slowing down our phones, and they got hit with a lawsuit for that too, if I remember correctly, right?
I don't know.
Am I saying that? Am I
Sure,
wrong?
sure. You're there, but you have to look at it.
What?
Apple's a company that wants to meet its customers' needs, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so they try to create those. They try to create expectations that they think they can meet.
But they
And,
did not.
and what they do is a lot of user study. Apple's probably the one that says, what is it that our people want, and how do we deliver this correctly?
Yes.
And one of the big things that has always been a problem with cell phone is battery life.
Fucking bad.
And everybody, the number one complaint that everybody does about a phone is battery life.
And I wish they would just give us the removable battery back, but that's not happening.
And so what they did was they came out with they figured out, like, if we start slowing the processor down, then they can maintain battery life across the life of the phone.
Which is not a terrible idea.
It is if
Well,
you're slowing it down to.
Well, if it's the number one concern of your clients, that battery life.
It's not a terrible idea.
And so they were trying to meet that number one concern.
On Android, though, your phone will tell you, hey, I'm slowing down now. Your notification bar turns orange, and it's like, I'm in slow mode right now.
I think that's a bit different.
No, that's not the same thing.
Oh, okay.
We're not talking about single charges. We're talking about the longevity.
Yeah, they would just simply, like, your phone will never hit above 80% processor now.
Yeah.
Right.
Just so
Yeah.
so you would see the same amount of battery draw that it was when the phone was new, because the batteries, after the first year, it's
Right.
lost 30% of its capacity.
So then-
But you're still getting 8 hours of battery, but you're only getting
Yes. So
75%
the question
of
is,
your
what's more important to
CPU
you, though?
usage.
Battery life or your processing power? I would think that I guess depending on what you're doing, the processing power would be more important, no?
What are you doing on your phone?
Mining Bitcoin?
Okay.
Well,
I'm kidding, guys. Come on, don't do that.
I think I definitely value battery life over processor.
Yeah, but what if your YouTube video that you're trying to load is like running?
I think that's more
less than
network
optimal?
dependent.
Well, is it?
I don't know. I'm not a network guy, but I think it's more network dependent.
I mean, it's a mix between your data usage and your processor.
Well, not to download, to play it for sure.
Yeah.
To play a high resolution video takes some processor. There's other things that can do that. Different software that you can be running, and also how many applications do you run in the background?
all of them.
Typically, people go, "Hey, my iPhone's acting up," and I say, "How many?" I look and go, "How many apps?" And it's like 47.
It's
All of the apps.
Every app in their library is open. In the
every
background.
single one.
The first thing they do when they wake up is to start opening every app, just so they're ready for the day. They just swipe through them.
No, they never close them. It's always on. I don't know why my phone does this. Because you got 1,100 apps.
Community
You know,
mic.
Mike?
So I mean, what's interesting to me about watching this whole
Debacle.
public relations fiasco that's happened was there
Cluster.
is that CF Charlie Fox.
we've got
whatever-
all the words.
whatever you want to call it, all the words. But the thing is, it's like it's
You know
not
we
so
don't
much.
censor, right?
It was a sound engineering decision. I think most people do want a longer battery life, and they're not. They don't notice. They don't have a metric to notice. Oh, this is slowing down until it really starts slowing
Well, they
down.
noticed it
Until
enough
it's
for
bad.
the story, though.
They
right?
always, they notice it years later. So it's like, but what's interesting to me is how the public perceives it. Everybody jumped on it. It was like, oh, this is planned obsolescence, especially with the net neutrality debate that had been going on. Everybody knew, oh, this is just another case of corporations. And it wasn't as nearly as nefarious as I think people tried to point it out to be. I think it was more Apple trying to give them an engineering that would allow their phone to have a longer effective lifespan.
I completely agree with you, but it's funny how many big words we're using in tonight's podcast.
I've used no big words.
Planned obsolescence.
Okay, one. Kerfuffle is not a kerfuffle. Is
That's a big word.
Oh,
That's a
look
big
at
word.
Mr. High and Mighty over here with his kerfuffle.
Fucking kerfuffle.
Sorry, I thought it was a big word.
Busting out kerfuffles all over
But
the place.
I do.
Yes, and you said nefarious.
But I do definitely agree that I think it's a sound engineering decision. I mean, you know what your customers want, and I mean, I feel like until they would notice the slowdown of the phone, giving them better battery life is a okay thing to do.
So here's my only complaint with it, though, is that it wasn't transparent. They
That's
weren't
a problem.
like, hey, in order to prolong your battery life, your phone is now in slow mode. Go buy a new iPhone.
I wonder if they could give them an option to say.
That's the whole thing about the lawsuit is that's what they want
An
is
option?
an option to be able to say, no, don't save my battery.
Fucking turn it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll charge it in the car on the way home from work.
Yeah,
Fuck it. Let's roll.
Fuck this battery.
Yeah.
I never.
Full speed.
I very, very, very rarely let my battery go lower than 40%. I'm like one of those guys who I have a charger here in my backpack, at my office, in the car. I have a charger everywhere.
This is also true. Yes.
You know me.
Yeah.
Isn't
I mean,
that
I do the same
really
thing.
terrible for your battery?
In older batteries, right? Like didn't they
Frequent charging, isn't that worse than?
No, not anymore.
See, not anymore.
Oh, okay.
And so, your little battery scale that you're seeing is like the actual, like the useful capacity of your battery, not the actual capacity of your battery.
Right.
And so when they stuff the battery in your phone, and when it's coming off the line, it's got like 60% more capacity than you think it does.
Hey.
And so, but every single battery out there after 1 year of use, standard use, is going to lose a minimum of 30% of its capacity. And that's just going to get worse over the average lifespan is going to be 36 to 42 months.
Well, we can do what Zenify did to solve the problem.
That fucking. That's fucking.
Look at his phone.
That
He got
fucking
that big
brick
ass
of a
battery.
Jesus.
Crazy.
He has a brick. He can
Deadly weapon.
he can literally murder you with his cell phone.
Yeah.
His phone plus the battery is at least that's got to be like at least 3/4 of an inch. Here, let me put it.
Yeah,
let me
it's
do that.
yeah,
That's-
that can murder you.
that's
That's a
ridiculous.
fucking monster.
Yeah, look, we have the same model phone, and it's not the same size.
Zenify
It's
just
like a
has two
phone
of them.
from 1997.
It
He's
does.
ready to- yeah.
Wait.
It does not die. Absolutely.
Wait,
Absolutely.
Zenify, how have
10
you
days.
have you ever let it go down all the way?
No, I mean,
Well, I don't think we can hear him.
Well, I'll relay.
no. I mean,
You've never let it go down.
No.
No.
Well, hey, I was trying to ask a fucking question. I'm sorry.
it gets down to like 10%, then I'll be like, okay, I can charge it now.
10%?
After a week?
Yeah,
It's
how
like
long,
It's like
a week?
It's like those old fucking Nokias.
It's at least like 4 or 5 days.
And that's just you
Wow.
just fucking bombing through videos.
This
on
also
Reddit
has a
and
5-day
whatnot.
battery life, though, and it's not as big as that brick. Oh, sorry, just funny.
I don't understand the thing with because I remember that when these first came out, when the Android Wears first came out, right? Everybody's like, "Oh my God, you have to charge it every day." Well, you have to sleep every day too.
What else are you doing? And I mean, also you have to take them off in the shower. Throw it on for a quick 15-minute charge.
Yeah.
Get people.
Why is that a thing?
I mean, I guess, choice is king. People want choices to do stuff, but
I guess.
also just charge your goddamn watch.
I panic when I get something lower than 50%.
As you just said, you have chargers everywhere. You should never get that low. Just pop it in the cradle while you're at
Whatever.
work or what. I don't know what the fuck you do during the day. Just whatever. Pop it in the cradle for 15 minutes.
Well, I know you do during the day.
Nothing. Eat.
You
I just fucking
Not a
eat.
damn thing.
I just fucking eat.
you flirt. Now I know he's gonna be flirting with his Google Home.
That's what I do. I take it to work with me, and I'm just fucking like, Devin, what are you doing? I'm like, just give me a second.
Did you just dox
Just
yourself?
give me a second. What?
Boom, boom, boom. boom.
I gotta block out your name now.
Oh, did I say my name?
Home have a name. Have you given it a name?
Kitchen.
Apparently, it
Let's call it
rhymes
kitchen.
with Doxy's real name.
Yeah, I just call it kitchen. I say kitchen. Play some music. It's like boop boop, and then plays music.
Wait, have you tried to do that thing that they did on South Park?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, have you tried to add titty chips to your Amazon shopping list?
It's not connected to any of that stuff.
Oh, well, you're not using it, right?
Absolutely, that's a fucking mistake.
Yeah, that sounds like.
That's a fucking mistake,
Yeah, that
dude.
is.
Oh, so he's willing to talk to this machine that's always listening, but don't connect it to
'cause
any of his accounts.
Yeah, because I'm always talking, and now something's there to respond to me. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you imagine like talking to yourself like, huh, I wonder what I'll have for lunch today. Boop.
Get yourself a
You should
parrot. Anything the parrot says isn't admissible.
But a parrot won't sing to me.
Wait, is
I
that
wouldn't
like an
surprise
actual
me.
legal thing?
Well, can you put a parrot on a stand?
Yeah.
You say,
Yeah,
oh, you
you
got to
can.
believe the parrot.
What was that
You get the
movie?
little
Whatever.
thing,
Not getting into
put a
it.
mirror
Not
at the
getting into
end,
it.
you know, cuddle bone.
But a parrot can't play me music and fucking, do stuff. But
Yeah.
hey, Google, play music.
Play me some stuff.
Play me some Christmas music, and then it does Christmas music. Easy.
You can train a parrot to sing.
I feel like a parrot can only do the one thing. Like I'm either gonna train it to talk to me, or it's gonna be trained to sing. It's
one-trick parrot.
It's a one-trick parrot.
Yeah.
Google Home does all of it, and I don't have to worry about it pooping and feeding it. So
That's the
not
cool
really
thing.
true.
Okay, wait. That's the cool thing about robots in general is that they are like your personal
don't poop.
assistant and they don't poop.
Right.
yeah.
At least you don't have to clean them up. I mean,
Two
But
good things.
I won't add like
why have we never talked about that in our AI talks? Sorry.
I
What, pooping?
won't add
Yeah.
Amazon to it. So I don't because that's another level of lazy I don't want to fall to because it's a dangerous slope.
I'm really surprised by that actually.
I also refuse to order groceries, like just in general, like off Amazon Prime or whatever. It's a dangerous slope, man.
Oh, it's a wonderful slope.
He'll never leave his house.
I just slid right down. I was like, I can do this now? Hell yeah, let's do this.
Do you ever leave your house?
I try not to.
Well, I mean, like besides tonight.
I mean,
I mean, because
yeah.
on Fridays for the podcast, I come out to do the podcast.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm in my apartment,
Bingo.
fucking talking to Google,
Yep.
No, you're not. We
Hey,
go to lunch.
Google.
playing over.
What's up?
That's what because I have to go out during the day for fucking work and stuff, I guess. But other than that, I'm in my apartment.
I'm right there with you, man.
Yeah, there's nothing out there for me.
Be the gluttony guy from
But
7.
as I said, it's very dangerous to add shopping to the because if I could just be like, hey Google, order me some water, and then it's just there.
Oh, it's so wonderful.
That's game over for me.
No. I'm an Amazon Prime.
That's-
Like I am a junkie for Amazon Prime. I do all my grocery shopping through Amazon Prime.
I think that might be the end of me being a real person. If I was just like, order me burritos.
It's such
That's
a
it for
pain
me.
in the ass to go to the store.
It is, but it's the one human interaction I have during the week that's not this.
You don't need it.
I don't. I really don't.
You don't?
I don't.
No.
Because I go to the self checkout anyway.
Yeah. So what are you doing? You're inconveniencing yourself for no reason.
What's your interaction? Like,
Just-
what's your guy with?
I just wave as I walk through. Hey guys.
You awkwardly
Nice to see you.
Hey,
barely.
As
nod.
long as Doxy sees
bare
people,
minimum of a
that's
Yeah.
human
enough
Because
social
just-
interaction. for him.
Even that I gotta get dressed for. I have to look somewhat
what I'm
presentable.
saying.
I have to look somewhat presentable. That's enough. That's enough to keep me being a real
If you
person.
don't get anything that needs to be refrigerated, they'll just leave it at your door. You don't even have
Actually-
to see them.
That's not
Actually, we signed up for HelloFresh, and they'll leave it at the door with like a whole bunch of ice,
Yeah.
and insulation,
Yeah.
and it stays there fresh for like a good couple of hours before you get home. And anyway, yeah,
If I didn't have to get dressed or do it, if I was just in my apartment, oh no, dude, no, I can't do
saying.
it. Slippery slope.
I could imagine Doxy, like in some sort of documentary, saying like, yeah, the only social interaction I get is when I go to the grocery store. But he goes to self checkout.
You see me
Man.
just walking to the store, not looking at anybody. Fucking.
You talk about a slippery slope. I put a slip and slide on that motherfucker. I was like, let's go.
Actually, I can't be mad at Doxy though, because when I go to the store, I also do self checkout, and I actually have my headphones into one ear so I can still hear what's going on,
Yeah.
just in case some shit goes down.
I
But then
almost-
I'm also listening to a podcast.
I pretty much.
So,
I pretty-
wait.
I pretty much.
You're not only shutting yourself off from people, but you're slightly leaving one door open for a catastrophe. Why do you go outside?
Dude, I have a history in security and surveillance,
I'll just
and so
play.
I would always have an earpiece in one ear so I
Yeah.
could hear what the fuck is going on, and
I pretty much refuse to go to any store that doesn't have self checkout. So
I can see it.
I think Albertsons was getting rid of all their shit. Like, 'cause
Getting
they,
rid of
well,
self-checkout?
yeah, they got rid of self checkout because
What?
they wanted more human interaction.
So actually, you know what?
I guess Albertsons has lost my business.
So I guess you go to Smith's.
You know, actually, I kind of support that.
Getting rid of self checkout.
Getting rid of self-checkout.
Don't put that evil on me.
I do, because
Jobs.
jobs. Yeah, I actually do. I'm
Okay.
sorry, man.
I
actually
get
do support
that.
it.
I get that. Also,
But he's not going to go to Albertsons.
I'm not
anymore.
going to Albertsons. So
Because if you're not gonna, okay. So if you're just like, okay, screw it, I can't use the self checkout.
yes,
Then we're right back to just fucking use Amazon Prime. Go
This is
beep
true.
boop beep boop and get your shit at the door in 2 hours.
my next step is for those Amazon stores where I can literally just walk in, grab stuff, and walk out.
That's
Pretty
pretty cool. That might get me out of the house.
Oh boy,
It's going to be what they have at the
Whole Foods, right?
Whole Foods,
Whole Foods, yeah. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, they'll probably make this one of their test markets.
I really hope so.
Oh,
'cause
really?
I'm ready.
Oh, like wait, I'm sorry. Where you just pick up stuff and just leave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it.
You just poop in, poop out.
I'm still out in the world. I still have to get dressed. Still got to do stuff.
I want to know how shoplifters are going to get to that. I want to see that. That's going to be interesting.
Well, when you guys get an account, we'll figure it out.
Well,
Security research, everybody.
well, no.
So basically what you do is you take your phone on the app and you go up to the shelf and you go, I want some beans. Boop, beans. Go to the rice. Boop, rice. And so you basically check out as you go with the app on your phone.
So is that how it's done, or do you, isn't? I thought it was all
thought it was just
RFID
your
on the
face.
way out.
I feel like we're going to be printing a lot of barcodes.
Well, no, because you could do the same thing if you got an RFID tag on everything. Then you just have a stanchion at the end, and you walk through that thing. And so the way you handle shoplifters is you can't get in unless you have that app on your phone, and it's like I'm in shopping mode now. And so then you walk in and grab your shit.
What about
and when
couples?
you walk out, it just
What about
scans
couples?
you.
Well, like, what about couples? Like, one of them has
That's
this
why
account.
you gotta click the fucking thing.
Yeah, one of them, but not both of them. So one of them can buy legitimate stuff. The other one can steal.
Well, no, because when you walk through the thing, it's all going to get charged to the one person.
Unless you delete them.
Unless you delete them.
They're like the food from your
RFIDs.
basket or whatever. Oh,
Oh, well, okay, you could short the RFID tag out.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, but that's going to be a little
we're
obvious.
thinking like hackers, aren't we?
That's going to be a little obvious, though, if you're
Well,
sitting there with a...
currently it is.
But if nobody's in there, who would? I mean, I guess they have a camera, but it'd be too late by then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, it's going to be the thing of tomorrow. I mean, which is like in a year or so. I think
RFID.
most grocery stores are going to go.
Well, the
to
thing
this.
about cameras, though, is like remember, cameras aren't a preventative security measure. It's in retrospect, right? They'll hold footage for like 3 weeks, and then if they suspect theft, they'll review the footage, and then
I'll
you
be,
know.
Did you
I'll be
see
long
those-
gone by then.
Did you see those inventory robots that Walmart rolled out?
I have not.
And so basically, they just go down the aisles and they basically determine what's on an aisle or what's missing, and they basically say this has got to be restocked. So they basically can plan what needs to be restocked.
I feel like I've been in a Walmart recently, and they're a mess. I feel like that's going to be a mess because there's just shit all over the floor. And I feel like I don't know how accurate they'll be if they can pick up stuff on the floor. If they're just going to look and see like, oh, it's not on the
Walmart
shelf.
looks like a regular grocery store at 4 a.m.
Yeah, Walmart's a goddamn disaster zone. I hate going there, but I had no choice. So
No, you have a choice.
I mean,
You do have a choice.
Target
Always
is
have a
always the better option,
Yes.
but I had,
But Target's not open 24 hours. I get your pain.
you know, sometimes it's 2 a.m. and you need some burritos or whatever.
Yeah, it's 2 a.m. You need to talk to somebody at the self checkout.
Amazon Prime, man. 2 o'clock in the morning.
Sorry, my therapist says you're my social quotient for the day.
Yeah.
That is so funny. I go to the grocery store for social interaction. It's 2 a.m. self checkout. Oh,
Burritos.
this joke is just so good.
And with that, I think we come to the lightning round.
He just
So we
doesn't-
I mean,
so we can stop
actually-
talking about my goddamn.
yeah, he just doesn't want to be
habits.
embarrassed about his social interaction anymore.
Stop talking about what I do during
All right,
the
are we
day.
ready to do the lightning round then? God, you guys are hilarious. Okay, so we are about to do the lightning round, and for those who don't know what the lightning round is, we are taking our news sources today from zdnet.com/security.
Just ping ponging around.
Yep, exactly. And so what we do is we're going to read these headlines. We're going to give you a tweet's length of an opinion, which is now 260 characters. So why the fuck do I even bother? So we'll give our opinion, and then remember, we want you all at home to do the research.
Y'all.
We want y'all at home to do the research. We don't want to tell you how to think or what to think. So, well, okay, maybe a little bit.
Just kidding. I don't want that responsibility.
Of course not, because it's self-checkout. All right, who's going first?
I'll go first since I wasn't here last week or the
There you
week
go.
before.
Okay, cool. Hold on.
You done fucked it up.
No. Let me max this out because
You don't goof.
my eyes are not what they used to be.
Oh boy.
All right. First thing. Let's see. First article. 10 things in cybersecurity. God damn it. If this is not a clickbait title, I don't know what the fuck is.
You said it. Now
I'm going to
finish
say
it.
it. All right, fine. 10 things in cybersecurity that you might not have missed this year.
That you might have missed this year.
No, that you might have missed this year.
So,
Okay.
I'm sure I missed a lot of shit. Is all I'm going to say about that. So. That was a
okay.
serious thing.
I was gonna say, yeah. I was gonna say my tweet length comment on that would be one thing that I definitely missed was ZDNet turning to clickbait titles. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I was gonna
Okay, so my hashtag will be hashtag 9 out of 10 things are Internet of Things.
Ooh, yeah.
I dig
Right?
that.
I bet you
Okay.
that's going to
Yeah.
be
That's
Internet,
good.
Right?
I dig
Right? Relevant. Hashtag relevant.
I'll give you that one.
All right, here we go. Basically everything. All right. Everything that's not a workstation.
Anything that doesn't need intelligence, having intelligence.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I dig that.
Okay, next article. Let's see. How to securely erase hard drives, HDDs, And solid state drives. I'm guessing they're different. Shred? Sorry, your turn.
Shred.
Yeah, the Linux.
Big ass magnet and it's fucking screwed through.
Or
the-
thermite.
Erase, not destroyed.
Thermite?
Thermite would work, but probably the best one I have ever seen was one
Magnet
called
is no good.
no.
Oh, shit.
Autoclave.
Autoclave. What's that?
Oh God. I mean, that's using a sledgehammer to crack a walnut, but that
No,
walnut's
there's a
cracked.
program called Autoclave.
Oh, I thought you meant a literal autoclave.
No, that won't do anything to it. If you have to. No, the problem is you have to have the magnetic fields spinning.
Yeah.
And in order to disrupt it enough that you won't be able to read it. Yeah.
Got it.
And you got to have enough overwrites because they can see ghosted depth on like what the bit used to be, and so you have to have a lot of overwrites. And like the government standard for NSA destruction is like 27 overwrites.
Jesus.
I knew that.
Wait,
You're gonna be there for
27?
years.
27 overwrites.
Oh, because the shred command can write the entire alphabet one letter at a time,
Yeah.
but it's only 26 characters. Ha!
Yeah, but you know what? It's
NSA.
Yeah. Right. But
That's funny.
But you can do it more than once.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, that's
yeah, but
interesting.
it's 27 times, and it takes a long time to do actual destruction of a drive.
Yeah.
right.
And a lot of energy there.
Okay.
Why not just a punch and a 3-pound sledge and
You can do
drive a hole through it?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Ring launcher.
Or ring launcher.
Yeah.
Next.
All right, next one. Okay, I'm going to skip this one because it's another fucking clickbait one. Let's see. NSW agencies struggle with security basics.
Well, yeah, all the porn on them.
Not
Oh, sorry.
NSW, not NSFW.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what an NSW is.
I'm guessing national security.
Nation State Warriors?
Sure, let's put that as the acronym.
North, southwest?
I don't know. That's a fucking. Vic?
What?
I don't know what NSW is.
Nation state,
Nation State something? That's what I
national
thought.
security workers.
Yes,
All those
and it
work.
says that they are struggling with security basics.
I'm
Maybe
not-
they should watch the show.
All I'm going to say is I'm not surprised. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's probably they hired all of the contractors, and look at all the money they're saving.
Hashtag Greynoise to the rescue.
I think what the big problem is that they there's two aspects of that. You're either doing your basic security or you're going to be doing your job function. If one drives the other, or whichever way that's being driven the most is going to be effective. And so they need to be able to do their job, and which obviously following proper security can get in the way of that in a timely manner, because it takes time. Proper security takes time and effort.
Right,
A
that's
lot of
very
time.
true. All right, next article. Okay, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, but Yoti, Y-O-T-I, Yoti,
Yotai.
Yotai, can guarantee your identity online, but sometimes you just want to fake it.
I don't know what that means.
I guess it's an app that can guarantee your identity online.
But sometimes you
don't-
just want to fake it.
I don't think it can.
This is the real you.
The real Yell.
You.
The real me.
Yeah. So basically, the app will say this is the person for sure because we know.
Well, that's kind of what Keybase does. It verifies you by your public key.
It's like an okay. Okay.
Yeah, you know.
Why wouldn't I just use Keybase? Let's just do.
Yeah,
that.
you can put Keybase on your website, your
Which-
Twitter, your.
Which one works on Tinder? that's the question. That's a question that Yodi is trying to answer.
really?
Yeah, so that they know they're not getting catfished by somebody that is pretending to be a doxer.
Oh, hey,
Can you imagine? Can you imagine one of the pictures? It's just a picture of your public key.
It's like this is really me.
This is really my identity.
Okay.
All right.
I fucking dig that. That's cool.
All right. I'm gonna skip another clickbait one. 5 reasons.
You know,
kiss
this
my
is
ass.
still just like 2 steps removed from Meow Meow Beans, though.
Meow meow beans.
Yeah.
What
are
is
meow meow
it?
beans?
Fives are.
Fives have lives.
Fives have lives.
4s do chores.
Threes.
Have fleas.
Twos.
Have the blues.
Ones don't get around.
Because they're garbage.
What? Oh, you
Meow
guys
meow
know-
beans.
Is that a community
yeah,
reference?
yeah.
Meow meow beans.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the sound it makes.
Yep.
Sorry. Go ahead. Next. I think. How many was that?
hold on. Let's do one more.
Okay.
Here we go.
Israeli bank considering digital currency.
Considering,
What? Are you taking it like a little late to the game?
I think the fact that they're considering it is funny enough, but you know, it's never going to work.
I think they probably already have the digital currency. They're just trying to erase Palestine's name off of it.
Jesus Christ.
Oh shit.
Well, that's a whole different
Nah,
subject.
I didn't even think about what I just said. All right, Doxy.
I have no opinion. I second what Vic said.
Okay, all right. Well, okay. So with that, we'll end the lightning round, which brings us to the end of the show, as always. Unfortunately, we have run out of time, but never out of shit to say. So join us again here next week, where we will do this again at 7:30. I'm not going to do that one thing because I still don't know if I'm going to be sued by Batman or DC Comics.
What did you say?
Or Israel.
Remember the same grade time thing?
Oh.
All right. Anyway,
Go.
Anyway, so join us again next week, where we'll be in 2018 after we after we get done with the hangovers. All right, so let's see. Synshop.org for information on the shop. Remember, meetup.com/synshop, that's SYNSHOP, for classes and things that we do here. And for more information on us, go to Greynoise, GREYNOI.SE. That is a Swedish domain. We have not been sued by Sweden yet, so we can still use it. My name is Master Chen.
This is Doxy.
I am a meat popsicle.
Good night, everybody.